Okay, so day 2 of Next Generation Internship, August 30th, 2011. This morning, we, see there's this thing, it's like their first year interns and second year interns, and the second years kind of like counsel the first years, like they're kind of like there for them, like their mentors and stuff. And the second years woke everybody up, like the first years at 6:30. So it was kind of like a surprise thing. I'm chewing gum, so I'm like coughing, sorry. It was kind of like a surprise thing. Like, they woke us up and we all went and had breakfast together, like all the interns, and we played a bunch of like team building games. There's this one game where it was like, there was like 3 little cinder block pieces, and you had to like get like all the 15 people on your team to like get on top of the cinder blocks, like without like touching your feet to the ground. So it was like everybody was like brainstorming, like sitting on people's shoulders and just kind of like breaking the awkwardness. So I think it was really cool because it was like, now we all feel really comfortable with each other. And then after that, we did like a trust fall thing, and like it's like, you know, where you stand on like something that's taller than everybody and you fall into the group of people. And I was kind of nervous because I was worried that they wouldn't catch me. And but no, they did. Obviously, they didn't drop me. And anyway, it was really just cool because we all just got to like not be awkward with each other and like, you know, like be, you know, just become more comfortable. And then we started our classes today. We were all just kind of together, and we had different people speak to us. But I was like, everyone was like super tired because we woke up so early. We had classes from like 1 to 5, so it's like 4 hours of classes when everyone's like super tired. And anyway, but then they made coffee and everybody kind of woke up. And I have a feeling over East America, like I'm already a big tea drinker, but I have a feeling within like the next year at NGI, I'm definitely going to drink a lot of coffee because everybody here drinks so much coffee and it's so available. And then tonight, we were assigned, like each assigned like a big and little type thing, which is like the second year intern is like you're big, and then like they have the little, which is the first year intern, and they're like there to like counsel you and stuff like that. My big is Catherine, and me and Chancey are her littles, and they're just like some girls that are here. They're really awesome, both of them are. And anyway, so like we all went out to dinner. We went to Panera and Starbucks. Just kind of like drove around. It's kind of cool because like I'm kind of learning how to like drive in the city and not get lost all the time. And then afterwards we went to have like evening service, and it was just like a service with the interns, so that was really cool because it was just us, and like one of the guys like played the acoustic guitar, and we all just like had worship and stuff like that. And so it was really chill, which is good. And Chandler, one of the camp directors, gave us all these keys. They're like, I don't know if you can see this, old keys. And he, well, I put mine on a necklace, like just with like hemp and beads and stuff. But it's like supposed to represent like the old self, but you also have your key to unlock the new self through Jesus. And he started crying. It was just like really sweet. There's a lot of emotion, and everybody's just like becoming really close with everybody. And I really definitely know it's going to be a great year. God is doing awesome stuff. So that's just kind of like a recap. It was a long day. After the service, we all went and sat on the roof because there was a big fire today. There was like a forest fire. Like Oklahoma City is on like a burn ban right now because everything's so dry. And there's a forest fire, so we all went and sat on the roof tonight and like watched the fire. Like you could see the flames in the distance and stuff like that, like the light from it. Kind of looked like the northern lights. It was really pretty. It was a good bonding time. Anyway, that's all. Actually, hold on just a second. Sorry. Okay, so I'm just going to share something that I've been reading, which is like just about being a leader, because like everything I'm doing in NGI, I can tell like is going to take leadership. Anyway, I was reading Exodus And the verses I'm going to be talking about are chapter 14, verses 10 through 14. Which is just like when the people of Israel were like questioning God and Moses, and they're like, why did you bring us here? You know, we'd rather be enslaved. And Moses like reassured them that God called them out of slavery for a reason. And then also to chapter 14, verses 21 through 22, when God used Moses to part the Red Sea and stuff. Anyway, and just basically what God's been showing me through stuff like that, stories in the Bible. I'm kind of out of breath because I ran to get this notebook, so I'm like, but no. It's just basically that everything rises and falls on leadership. Like if you have a good leader, you're going to have a good group of followers. And if you have a bad leader, then it's going to fall. And just like a cute few little notes that I wrote down. Christian leaders fully understand that their leadership is from God and is dependent on Him, which is kind of something I feel like whenever I get in a leadership position, I kind of get like cocky about stuff, like, oh yeah, I'm the leader, and I think God's definitely going to break me of that this year and humble myself, so that's awesome. And then I read Matthew 11:28 through 30, which is just like Jesus is going to give us rest, you know, His burden is light. And I wrote notes in here to myself to not be discouraged when people like criticize or second guess my leadership, because leaders are not only proven by their actions but also their reactions. And then something that God's been showing me recently, even before NGI, is that even if I don't have like leadership given to me in the church, like if I'm not like a pastor, a youth leader, or something like that, I still have the authority to lead through Jesus Christ. Like I'm always influencing other people no matter what I do, so I'm always going to be a leader, whether I choose to be a good leader or a bad leader. You know, like we're all leaders if we, you know, take the name of Christ. So yeah, God's just doing awesome stuff, and I'm definitely learning lots and growing in Him, so I'm excited. Hope you guys are too.